Your Voice, Your Vote 2024. Thank you so much for joining us for our continuing special coverage of election night. I'm John DeLuca.
And I'm Tiffany Murphy. As we come on air at 11 o'clock, you've heard all about the presidential race and where that stands at this hour. We will have analysis from our political guru, Dr. Adam Myers, in just a moment. But first, let's get you caught up on all the local races, shall we? So in Massachusetts, plenty of votes still to be added. Right now, the Associated Press is projecting incumbent Elizabeth Warren wins the Senate race over Republican John Deaton. And
in Rhode Island, Senator Whitehouse coasts to re-election with more than 57% of the vote, beating his Republican challenger Patricia Morgan.
ABC 6 News anchor Alyssa Azara and ABC 6 News reporter Ryan Medeiros join us live in the field at local watch parties for both Democrats and Republicans. We'll get to Alyssa in just a moment. But first, let's get to our team coverage with Alyssa, who is standing by with more on a big night. As most people anticipated, Alyssa, a big night for Democrats in Rhode Island.
Definitely, Tiffany. It was certainly an exciting night here at the Graduate Hotel. The room is now empty, as you can see, but just an hour ago, it was packed full of Democrats celebrating Harris's win in the Ocean State. Now, Representative Gabe Amo, Representative Seth Magaziner, and Senator Sheldon Whitehouse all winning re-election in Rhode Island, but still a lot of ballots have to be counted across the country tonight. Providence Mayor Brett Smiley says he's excited to welcome 5 new school board members and is staying positive as the results continue to roll in.
The races that have been called so far have not been a surprise. Traditionally, Democratic states are going Democratic. Traditionally, Republican states are going Republican. So we're not drawing any conclusions from that. We're going to have a long couple of hours, maybe days ahead.
Once again, a successful night for Democrats here in Rhode Island, saying they have a lot to be grateful for. Back to you guys.
Alyssa, thank you. We continue our team coverage now with the Republican State Representative Patricia Morgan making headlines this afternoon, accusing Portsmouth Democrats of voter fraud. You can see here on our social media post saying a ballot was being handed out to voters there improperly. We reached out to the Board of Elections spokesperson saying there is no ballot tampering or any issue requiring further action on its behalf. These were just sample ballots. Now, despite that, Morgan says she filed a complaint with the Secretary of State demanding an investigation. ABC 6 News reporter Ryan Medeiros caught up with Morgan in Warwick a short time ago.
I'm here with State Representative Patricia Morgan, a candidate for U.S. Senate. Now, Representative, I do want to ask you about a post you made on social media earlier today accusing another state representative of voter fraud in Portsmouth. What did you see or hear that led you to come to that accusation?
They had taken a ballot, an official ballot. They had whited out all of the Republican names and filled in the circles for all the Democrats. And they were handing that to voters as they went in. My understanding is voters who went inside then were confused because it said official ballot. It didn't say sample. It didn't say this is just if you want to vote Democrat, here's your guide. It said official ballot across the top. In my experience, because I was a state chairman at one point. I don't know. You probably don't know that. That's illegal. That's supposed to go to the Board of Elections, and there should be a fine that's associated with that. Because what they did was they confused the voters in Portsmouth, and that's election interference at the very least.
Now, the Board of Elections did confirm that those were not official ballots, that they were sample ballots. I do wonder, though...
It did not say sample. It said official ballot. It said official ballot. They did not take the precaution of saying sample on it.
Now, the Board of Elections, again, whether it said official or not, did confirm they were sample. And I do want to ask you, though, to give you a chance to respond to that.
I expected the Board of Elections to just, slap their wrists a little bit. That's been what they've done historically.
Now, I do want to ask you, what sort of state action have you taken to address this?
None.
Do you plan on taking any?
We put a complaint into the Board of Elections, and yes, they called us and said, well, they weren't going to do anything.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Representative. In West Warwick, I'm Ryan Medeiros, ABC 6 News.